think the follow-up meeting that takes place today in Washington with President Zelenskyy and European leaders is very important because first and foremost we need to find out, and European leaders need to find out what actually Donald Trump has agreed with Vladimir Putin, because as we know he completely reframed the discussion from a ceasefire to a sweeping peace agreement. This is something that wasn't agreed before with the European leaders, who agreed on a ceasefire first, and then with broader discussions on Ukrainian and European security. So there is a rift between Europeans and Americans on the other hand. So they need to find some common ground. And then Europeans have to explain to Donald Trump why they insist so much on ceasefire first. So this is something for Europeans to explain to Trump and to push him, because he seems to have adopted rather Russian narrative, which is dangerous for European security. So it will be key to see what they agree on, and also for Europeans to give a bit of a helping hand to President Zelenskyy, who didn't have quite a good experience. He was last time in DC. I'm sure there will be some companies investing there. I think that the bare minimum what European leaders aim to achieve in DC is really to make sure that there are no some premature concessions from Ukraine. That still will end up with Ukraine being supplied by military aid, by being supplied with intelligence, and also that will end up with some commitment for, let's imagine, trilateral talks between US, Russia, and Ukraine. So, if there is a security guarantee, I think the best one would be a South Korea scenario, honestly. So that would mean presence of allied troops on Ukrainian soil along the agreed ceasefire line, with democratic Ukraine, with free political system, but with presence of allied forces, but also as member of NATO. This would be the most robust, and it would address both Putin's drive to strip Ukraine of its independent statehood, of its Atlantic future, but also would give it sufficient guarantees for Ukraine that if it's attacked once again, Russia will have to face also NATO forces.